Ага, погнали. Значит, у нас тут лорд Winklebottom. Investigates. Жираф-детектив. Жираф-детектив, да? Человек и стройки и пароход. Язык русский. Так, что это значит? Ладно, проверим потом. Да, новая игра. Это что, дракон? Труп нашел. Он мертв, да? Нет. Мне кажется, или надо звук погромче. Точно мертв. А почему у него это пузырьки ходят? Ой. Чего? 220. Понятно, на кого.
Well then, Frumple, that was quite the case, wasn't it?
Oh, indeed so. Already made the evening edition, don't you know? I picked up a copy when I went to buy the boat ticket. We'll be quite the heroes, I think.
На какой?
Hopefully they don't dwell too much on the part where one of the Weasel gang cracked you over the head with a pool cue and nearly made off with all the gold, eh?
Wretched blighter caught me from behind. Just not cricket, is it?
Still, all worked out in the end, my friend, and just in time too, as you have this party with Admiral Gilfrey to attend.
Так, этот длинный, этот широкий, скажем так. Но я бы себя, конечно, с бегемотом ассоциировал больше. Нет у меня такой длинной шеи.
Look, who is this chap anyway, Winklebottom?
Oh, Gilfrey's an old school friend of mine, top of his class, went on to become an admiral, then latterly undertook a number of privately funded expeditions to all four corners of the globe.
Just a swat then, eh? We had no time for his sort at my school.
Нет, уже меньше.
Evidently so, my friend. Right, let's get this boat ticket and be on our way. Where is the ticket anyway, Frumple?
Ага, сейчас вас скажут, никуда вы не едете, того это лорд, товарищ лорд.
Oh, I slipped it into the newspaper for safekeeping.
О, будем учиться сейчас это. Проходим обучение, что это? Так он же умер вот в самом начале. Ну значит мы сейчас приедем ему. Я думал, и все что ли? Я думал, сейчас к ним срочно прибежит, скажет, это что?
One of Frumple's many teacups.
Ну, что надо срочно расследовать, и никуда вы не едете.
A pot of tea. It's still brewing.
Да? Это молочник.
A jug of milk, delivered fresh this morning, I believe.
Indeed, yes. Miss Daisy brought it over personally.
Блин. Ладно, а есть какая-нибудь кнопка подсветки? Так, это вот что?
Any ideas, old thing?
Это подсказка. Понятно, все, сообразил. Так, а как...
The streets of London. Fair to say we've seen this city at its best and its worst over the years, eh, Frumple?
Nanny used to tell me the streets of London were paved with gold. Daft old bird. It's just stone and dirt, same as everywhere else.
Полоумная старая птица.
Ever the optimist, my friend.
И старая птица это не как... Именно что птица. Ага. Кто-то выкинул бумаги. А чё она такая рваная вся?
As I say, we should replace it. Yes, a nice new straw basket, I think.
Кто там журчит? О! Фига себе.
I'm rather fond of this scarf. Shame it's been on the short side there.
А вот еще.
Do you remember this case?
Hawks and Fox gang, wasn't it? Made a mint selling forgeries of famous works of art until you stepped in.
That's right. Kept this one as a souvenir. It's a reproduction of the goat with a pearl earring.
Так, правая кнопка тоже самое делает. Ага, можно выключить. Копытом. Лоп, лоп. Нет, а где... вот, настройки. Значит, громкость музыки чуть-чуть убавим. Громкость эффектов. А у себя... Ну да. Ух ты, ух ты. Ой, ой. Ой-ой-ой, упоротый. Вернуться, нет, подожди. Так это надо и эту открывать. Ладно, давай, смотрим газету. Давай.
Winklebottom cracks the case. A touch sensational, but they appear to have got most of the salient facts correct.
Never mind all that. What do they say about me?
Ah, well, let
Ты
me
там
see.
был.
Yes, here it is. Lord Winklebottom was assisted, as ever, by his associate, Mr. Frumple.
Mister? Dash it all, I didn't spend 8 years in medical school to be called Mister. Bunch of bloody hacks.
Угу. Доктор. Короче, доктор Фрампл, да?
Well, never mind that
Ah,
now.
так и
boy.
написано же
We'll get
доктор.
going if we catch this boat before nightfall.
No, I'm quite vexed now. I shan't leave until I've had a fresh cup of tea to calm me down. This one's practically tepid.
Oh, very well. I'll make you a fresh cup. The pot should be ready now. Ah, here's the ticket. I'll keep hold of this for now.
Ага. Блокнот. Угу. А что, нельзя никак полистать? Вот что-то было. Подожди, ведь это... Может, влево-вправо? Может... Ой, господи, нифига себе. Не-не, дай-ка я лучше мышкой буду. Стрелочками это бегает. Но, видимо, просто ни про кого еще не написал. Ага.
Our ticket for passage to Gilfrey's Island.
Один на двоих, что ли? Ну, даже написано один. Хорошо, берем, значит, чайник. Да.
Now to pour some out for the good doctor.
Что-то. Ну, я понял, да. Правым. Ага.
Our ticket for passage.
Подожди, ну я...
A pot of tea waiting to be put. A pot of
Ну и
tea.
левым тоже, кстати. Ну-ка, левым, правым. Ага, правым нельзя перетаскивать, только левым. Хорошо, давай нальем.
And in with the tea.
Да, но он пьет с молоком, я так понимаю.
I'll take this. Good for the old
Блин,
bones.
какое копыто смешное. Как он берет копыто?
I put the milk in the cup.
Отлично.
Here you
Угощайтесь,
are then, a nice
доктор.
fresh cup of tea.
That's much better. I say, this tastes a bit off. Did you put the tea in first or something?
Блин, а.
Was that wrong?
Wrong? Wrong? What sort of animal do you think I am?
A most fine one, my friend. Come along, we need to be off. The ticket says we are to meet a Mr. Walters at the docks, and he'll sail us out to Gilfrey's Island.
Oh, very well. I suppose this will have to do. Tea first, I ask you.
Достижение сначала чай, или как tea first.
Ah,
О,
just
он
smell that
давно
salty
улице с
tea.
чаем.
It takes me back to my childhood holidays on the coast with Gilfrey. Even then you could tell the old boy was destined for a life on the waves.
Какие там прогулки, мне интересно. Он же морская ящерица какая-то, или как-то так.
Don't much care for it myself. Went on a ghastly school trip to Blackpool as a lad. I tried to go for a donkey ride. Donkey was furious. He told me I was too heavy. Wretched fellow.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We need to find the docks and this salty Walters chap who's going to take us over to Gilfrey's Island.
Кого? Так, Salty Walters. А, ну ясно, ясно.
My steadfast companion and colleague, Dr. Reginald Frumple.
Моряк отведет нас на остров. А, вот можно листать теперь. Ну вот. Что это пес одноглазый? О, проще найти.
My steadfast
А,
companion.
нет, подожди, поговорить.
A touch narcissistic, I feel.
Бочки?
A number of wooden barrels. They all seem to be sealed up and in use.
Угу. Видимо, тут доки. Хозяин. Это что это вообще? Это как бы...
A number of wooden barrels.
Ладно, это не интересно. О, открыть окно.
One of the old English kings lost his head in the Great Frog War, if I remember my history.
careless, if you ask me.
Сейчас давай спросим. Что вы думаете, мистер
Any ideas, old
доктор?
thing?
We should probably check around for this Walters fellow we got the tickets from.
Думаешь? Нет, подожди. Нельзя так вот просто взять и... А ты, кстати...
I'm not
Может
quite sure what
пригодится.
it's for, but what did I do?
Конечно, мистер доктор.
Picking up litter, eh? Very public-spirited.
Топчи, хотел сказать. Что там? Public Spirited. Не знаю. А закрытое окно открытое. Ну и что?
Oi, do you mind? I've got enough problems what with being shut out of my own pub without having some lanky bleeder like you sticking his nose into my private bedroom.
Как ты видишь, у тебя глаза закрыты? Ты чё? Так, это не то. А мы... вон оно что. А в чем проблема?
Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry, in a bit of a jam here.
Good day to you, sir.
Bleeding well isn't a good day. That reprobate Walters has locked me out of my own pub. I do apologise, sir. Shouldn't take it out on you like, but he's going to drink me out of business if I don't get back in there to stop him.
Indeed, so. Quite the predicament.
Вот это я понимаю. Извините, прошу прощения. Господа. Так, что
So
там у
this
вас?
is your establishment, I take it?
Indeed so, sir. Used to be my father's, but I took it over as the oldest of the litter. We do a good trade, serving the sailors and dock workers, even if we have to put up with less savoury characters from time to time.
I say, Winklebottom, I do hope he's not talking about the chap who's meant to sail us out to the island.
Can we help you get the door open? I'm rather afraid I have business with this Walters fella.
He's bleeding well gone and locked the door from the inside. And my spare key's in my bedroom
О,
on
я
the
тебя
top
могу
floor.
подбросить.
How am I meant to get up there?
Sounds rather like your forte, what?
I do have a certain talent for retrieving things from high places, yes.
Да, это
Oh,
красиво.
if you wouldn't mind, sir. It's the window on the right up there. Not the left one. That leads to the hallway and we had it sealed up, as it lets a proper terrible draft in right through the pub. We catch our death if you open that one.
Правая, с какой стороны смотреть? Со стороны на дверь или со стороны из двери? Непонятно. Это закрытое, значит, сюда. Давай. О. Блин, а он их берет, я так понимаю, да? Он не будет про них ничего рассказывать. Так бы осмотрелся, может, какие-то сделал заметки. Ничего? Есть такое.
Ah, pearls for a swine.
Да-да-да.
These must be the keys that put out porcine fellow is after.
Цветной господин, давай. Что?
Oh. Well, I can see them, but they're rather frustratingly out of reach.
Что-то... Подожди, что-то не надо...
Lord
попробуй.
Winklebottom committing common law.
Не, я думал, через их и эту достать. Подожди, надо что-то придумать. Надо что-то... Веревка. Хорошо. Багор. Неплохо. Лодка побольше.
Ah, perhaps this is the vessel Mr. Walters will be using to convey us
Да,
to
но
Gilfrey's
там
Island.
дырка.
Dashwell hope not, what with that blasted great hole in the side of it.
Ой, какие все вежливые. Вообще маленькая лодка жесть.
I say, Winklebottom, have a look at this tiny little boat. Wouldn't fancy my chances trying to cross the sea in this thing, eh?
Quite so, old man.
Да, ну для чайки, может, подойдет. Или кто это? Пеликан? Чайка? Так, хорошо. Мистер Чайка, мистер Багор.
I say, old chap, a moment of your time. Greetings, my good man.
Блин, как
Good day to you. What can I do for you?
все такие прям
I have a ticket for conveyance of myself and my colleague here with a Mr. Walters. I wonder if you know the gentleman.
That layabout. Oh, I know him all right, but you'll not be going anywhere with him
Oi,
until he
oi.
pays his docking fees. Nobody leaves this dock without my say-so. No docking fees, no permit to leave.
I say, Winklebottom, this Walters fellow sounds like a flaky sort of character,
Мне
what?
кажется, у нас уже проблемы начались. Мгм.
Well, can we discuss this permit? How might we obtain a permit to allow us to leave the dock?
Well, you could get Walters to pay his docking fees, but that's not likely to happen. Tell you what, I'm a bit short-staffed today. So if you help me with repairing this ship, I'll give you a permit.
Manual labour? Very much like the sound of that. I have a surgeon's hooves, don't you know?
Well, what can we do to help?
I can do the actual work, but I've run out of wood. I need some planks or something.
А, я видел там...
Very well, we shall obtain
Очки.
some wood for you.
Also, this barrel of tar here is solidified. I don't need much, but I need a way to melt some of it.
Some way to melt the tar, I see.
Shouldn't be a problem for a genius like you, eh, what?
Мгм. Хорошо.
Right then,
увидимся.
Rumble, let's see what we can do about getting hold of this permit.
Так, Багор можно взять?
A boat hook, this should come in handy.
Классно. Больше. Так. А чё не написал, что это ненадежный тип? Веревка.
A long piece of rope.
Looks a bit like my second cousin. Odd fellow, always trying to offer people apples for some reason.
Думаю, пригодится.
Let's take this with us, just in case.
На всякий случай, да. О, ящик инструментов.
You know, Rumble, we might be able to make use of this saw.
Blimey, not the friendliest chap, is it?
Блин, нет, Джей не дослушал. Так, смола.
This tar is hard as rock. We'll need to heat it up to get any out.
Can't stand the filthy stuff. Looks like mud, but just you try wallowing in it. You need a chisel to get it off you.
Уважаемый.
Excuse me, sir, would you mind?
Ты вообще говорящий, нет?
I say, there's really no need for that.
Fearsome looking blighter, I'm giving well away.
Давай попробуем его
A long implement with a...
багром стащить.
No, I don't think this...
А если я так
I'd really
попробую?
rather not.
Бутылку хочешь?
No, I don't think this is...
Так, у нас больше тут пока ничего нету, да? Ну, пошли попробуем. А, да нет, вроде. Дальше туда никак. Хорошо, давай попробуем, знаешь что? Попробуем багром задеть. А?
Ah, yes, this seems to be just the ticket. Perhaps I should keep this hook for collecting out-of-reach leaves.
О, нифига. Мистер Свин, держите.
Right then, this should do the trick.
Oh, thank you kindly, sir. Right then, let's see what that bleeder has been up to in my pub.
А это точно твой пап?
Fancy being in that fellow's shoes, eh?
Ну, наверное, надо зайти, посмотреть.
You'll bleeding well pay for this, Walters. Look what you've done. This bleeding barrel is bleeding well empty now. Get out, you hear?
Keep your snout out me business. I be leaving in my own time. I won't be taking no orders from a landlubber like you.
Да, морской пес настоящий
I say,
такой.
Rumple, this is the chap who's going to sail us to the island?
Fellow looks like he's barely able to stand, let alone sail a ship.
This fireplace is as cool as the atmosphere in here. A painting of a ship. It's perhaps not the most refined piece of artwork I've seen.
Probably for the best. I wouldn't hang anything valuable in this place, not with their clientele.
О, шарики.
I have no idea what these are for, but they look terribly nautical.
Вот что люблю такое тыкать
These are
всякое.
made by the finest craft sources.
Портрет.
I presume this is the landlord's wife.
Ah, yes. Handsome looking sow, isn't she?
I don't know about you, Frumple, but I'm a touch perturbed about the competence of our sozzled sailor.
Немножко.
Check must be completely half cut if you drunk that lot.
Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь. А вот все 3,5 литра. Нормально.
Hey, get your pilfering paws off those glasses. They be mine, you hear?
Так, мистер собака. Посетитель.
Shifty looking sort if you ask me.
What makes you say that? He seems like a perfectly fine gentleman to me.
Can't rightly
Yeah.
say. Something about primates. It's the eyes, I think. Something in them is almost not animal.
Примат. Так, кувшин рома. Колокол, бочка.
A barrel made from wooden planks. It's empty.
Можно ли ее забрать?
How can I help you, sir?
I wonder what you can tell us about the sailor who's been slumped over that table over there.
Ничего хорошего.
The bane of my bleeding existence, that's what he is. He's cleared me out. Can you believe it? Drunk all my bleeding beer he has.
Это вроде не так
Very
много.
bothersome, I'm sure. I say, old chap, any chance of lighting the fire? There's a bit of a nip in the air after all.
No bleeding way. Cost me money, that does. And with that waste of space drinking me out of house and home, I need to save every last shilling.
Ага.
Get a lot colder before I start a fire.
А, ну я понял.
Well, thank you for your time.
Very good, sir.
Так, бочку можешь забрать?
I say, barkeep, would you mind awfully if I took this empty barrel?
You'd be doing me a favour. That beer-soaked bulldog has emptied it anyway.
Не, подожди, если всю бочку вылокал, то, конечно, тогда он нажрался.
Damned if I can figure out where you keep all this stuff, Winklebottom.
Так, кувшин рома.
A rum jug.
Suspicious, you think? Maybe an important clue.
No, Frumple, I mean it's a jug full of rum.
Что тут еще есть?
Yar! What terrible siren song be that? Last orders are upon us already.
Чего? Я что-то сделал не то?
Quick, you rapacious rapscallion. I've been eating more beer.
Опа. Забираем стаканы.
What's that noise? Hey, get your...
Ах ты! Как он услышал?
A sailor's glass of beer. One would hope it is last.
Ah, 'twas but a false alarm.
Что происходит?
This fireplace.
Так. А зачем мне стаканы? Можно взять?
Get your bleeding hooves off. I mean, would you mind leaving that where it is, please, sir? I lose a dozen of those a day to these thieving bleeders.
Так. Я есть. Бочка. Зачем она мне? Веревка. Я попробую колокол.
Yar! What terrible...
Давай, пока вы там заняты,
Quick, you rapacious rap...
попробуем забрать.
Get your
А
bleeding...
нет, не получится, ну-ка. Тогда...
Just 1 minute. Don't think you can pinch... That be mine, you great...
Так, как-то его надо
'twas but a
отвлекать.
false alarm.
А как? И зачем, главное?
I say, Winklebottom, this fella looks like a bit of a bore, eh, what?
Yes, very good, Frumple.
Голос такой. Так.
Oi, what is it?
А, так мы с вами... Мы еще с ним не поговорили
Greetings,
даже.
my good man.
Well, spit it out. What be you wanting, stranger?
You are Salty Walters, I take it?
That I am, and don't you be forgetting it neither.
And you want to take us to the Isle of Barghest?
Nope, I be staying here with me drinks. I'll not be sailing today. Not for you nor anybody else.
Как так-то? Ты чё?
I say, you rotter, we have tickets, you know. Paid for in advance.
Вот так. Да, ты подлец, вот чё.
Arr.
Что няр?
Now look here, you bounder. We have tickets and you will jolly well sail us out to that island. Dash it all.
I won't be sailing today. I drinks me beer to wash away the terrible taste of the salty seawater. And hates it, I does. I'll not be sailing again for a while now that I've got that accursed taste out of me
А я
system.
тебе сейчас морской воды налью.
Ironic that a man named Salty should hate the taste of seawater so, isn't it, Frumple?
Dashed inconvenient if you ask me.
Well, goodbye then.
Fellow seems more than a little worse for wear thanks to all that beer.
Так, ага, что-то... Ненавидит вкус соли. Хорошо, надо соль, видимо, в пиво напихать. Все? Никого нет больше. Кувшин рома. Колокол. Шарики.
I have no idea what these are for.
Хорошо. Так, значит... Ага. Это улица, все. Хорошо, я понял. Значит, открываем окно, чтобы стало похолоднее. Да, но сначала нам надо... Угу.
An empty wooden barrel. I'm really not sure what the plan is.
Я тоже. Так.
No, I don't think this is...
О, у нас есть море.
Ah, smell that, my friend.
Ah, disgusting smell. Can't abide seawater. Tried to swim in the sea on my holiday to Blackpool and got a mouth of the filthy stuff. Disgusting.
Well, you should really keep your head above the water, you know.
Easy for you to say. My head is rather closer to my body than yours. No, I'll stick to good old-fashioned wallowing, thank you very much.
Берем бутылку воды.
I might be able to get some seawater in this if only I could get it low enough.
Значит, привяжем.
It's no good. The rope can't get any purchase on the smooth glass bottle.
Как не за что.
I'd really rather not. I have reservations.
Я не
I
знаю.
don't think this... I'd really rather not.
Чайка не хочет. А чё?
This tar is hard as rock. We'll need to heat it up to get any out.
Ну так бери.
Can't stand the filthy stuff. Looks like...
Чего ты не хочешь брать?
I have reservations. No, I don't think this is... You know,
это
Frumple,
тут
we
этот.
might be able to make use of this saw.
Blimey.
Так, ну надо же мне ее взять как-то сначала. А там у нас что в бочках? Не
A
смола
lot
ли?
of wooden barrels.
Не, никак, да?
I'm really not sure what the...
Ладно, откроем окно.
Now let's see if we can't get this window open. No, it's no good.
Заколочен.
Stuck fast.
Give another go. Probably just been painted over.
Well, if you say so, just one more... Oh. Oh dear, well that didn't go entirely according to plan. How awfully embarrassing.
Still got the job done, what?
You know, I really do feel absolutely terrible about this.
Ну теперь да. Так, а тут у нас ничего нету? Нет.
I say, it is rather chilly in here, what?
Yeah, it's colder than Poseidon's drawers in here.
Oh, for goodness sake. I'll have to light the bleeding fire now.
Хорошо. Так.
How can I help you?
I say, old boy, would you mind awfully letting us have that jug of rum you have sitting on the bar over there?
Well, I suppose you did help me get back into my pub.
О, а что сразу нельзя было такое?
Well, thank you for your time.
Very good, sir.
Что мне с ним делать?
We should take our reward with us. A jug full of rum. I'd really rather not.
Ладно. О! А что этот будет? А, или бутылку налить, ну-ка.
No, I don't think this...
Будешь?
Here you are then, sir, some alcohol. Perhaps this will quench your thirst.
О,
I say, he nearly ripped your blasted hoof off.
какой жадный. А в нем можно как раз воды набрать соленой.
Well,
Хорошо.
that seems to have calmed him down considerably. But I can't help but feel we aren't really helping the poor wretch here. You know what, Frumple, I'm rather inclined to leave this...
Ну ладно. Зато мы
I
можем...
tied the ropes with the handle of this jug.
Да, и теперь...
Now I'll lower the jug down on this rope and... Yes! We now have a jug full to the brim with salty seawater.
Дальше что? Бутылку?
I'd really rather not.
Бочку?
This seems unlikely.
Зачем нам еще бочка?
I have reservations.
Распилить ее доски? Еще раз будешь
I'd
пить?
really rather not. A collection of barrels. Seem heavy, so they're all in use.
Может, он пропадет потом? Так, надо как-то этого отвлечь.
Dar! What terrible... Quick, you rapacious rat!
No, I don't think this... Quickly, while he's not looking, just pour this into his beer.
Ага.
Gar! What be this foul flavour? Oh, me last beer is ruined, and that picaroon pig won't sell
Как
me no
долго
more.
больно пил его.
Do I take it you might now be willing to carry out your job?
No reason not to now. Maybe the Admiral can see his way to providing me with a bit of the old grog.
Ой,
Go way back, him and me.
не хотелось бы тебя, конечно,
Going
огорчать.
into the docks then?
Aye, I'd be waiting at me vessel. Make it quick, mind you.
Поцелуй, веду, виски, дринк, не знаю. Ну, давай возьмем стаканы.
We should leave these. We've already taken enough from this establishment.
Ну, ладно. Пошли дальше.
My word, there appears to be a storm coming in. We must make haste and get out of the island before it hits.
Я будет орать, да? Ух. Сейчас
Now
будет...
this fellow has calmed down, I'm sure he won't object to us borrowing his saw. You see? Doesn't mind a bit.
И что с ней делать? Больше?
Now, Frumple, you hold onto the barrel, and I'll attempt to chop it up.
Careful where you're waving that thing. No one the doctor's around to patch me up if you slip, you know.
Окей.
Will this do the job?
Ah, yes. This'll do nicely. I could use this wood for me repairs.
Так, а как мне самого-то взять?
I'd really rather not. This seems unlikely. This seems unlikely. This tar is hard as rock. We'll need it.
Can't stand the filthy stuff. Looks like mud, but
Ну, я понял, а как...
A long implement. I'd really rather not.
В смысле?
No.
Ну, ты взять-то не хочешь, я смотрю.
This tar is hard.
can't stand the filthy stuff.
Может, какой шпатель надо найти? Но я что-то не вижу ничего похожего на шпатель. Почки. Окно. Подскажите мне.
Any ideas, old thing?
Well, we probably need to get the things that puffin fellow was asking for.
Тупик, морячок. Да я понял. Просто, а как? Может, я что-то не взял? Тут вроде ничего хорошего.
No time for that now. We need to.
Может, на...
This seems unlikely to be effective. I'd really rather not.
Я не знаю, надо
I
нагреть.
have reservations about... No, I don't think...
Билет сожгем.
I'd really rather not.
А, вот.
Since the landlord is looking the other way, perhaps I might borrow this for a moment. I'll be sure to return it, naturally.
Fella's probably used to things going walkabout in this place anyway.
Да. А, стоп, погоди, может надо было ее нагреть сначала?
A metal poker used for tending a fire.
Да, скорее всего.
Can't even chip any out with this. We'll need something hot to melt the tar, I fear.
Давай,
Heat
давай.
this poker up somewhat. Yes, this has done the trick splendidly.
Be careful with that thing, don't want to burn a hole in your britches.
Бриджит. И... Вот.
Right then, Frumble, just watch this. Yes, the hot poker is melting through the tar like butter.
Oh, what a noxious sniff. Let's get rid of this stuff quickly.
I'd really rather not.
Нет, зачем ты? На, держи.
This is just what I need. I could use this to waterproof the repair. Thank you for that, fellas. Now I can repair the hole in this boat. First class job. Even if I do say so myself.
Well, nobody else is likely to.
Well, with that done, I'm finished for the day, so you're both free to go. Give this permit to Walters and let him know his debt is cleared. This time.
Пропуск.
This will allow us to leave the docks.
Так, ничего нового, ничего нового. Ну, пошли.
Wait, you don't mean this is your ship?
Чипа, болт.
That it be? And what of it?
I just don't think it looks particularly seaworthy.
She's a fine vessel. Served me on many a long voyage, she has. Besides, I be the only sailor for hire in the dock
строго
right
говоря,
now,
ты
so
уже
you
нанят.
don't have a choice.
That's not terribly reassuring.
Билет тоже куплен, значит, тебе деньги заплатили.
Shall we set sail for the island then?
Aye, that we will. All me permits are in order, so all aboard for the Isle of Bargest.
Да, вперед. Ну что? Что это было черное такое? А, это он. Он сейчас на меня светит, а потом не на меня. Наоборот, вдаль. А еще разобьется, да? Или просто потому что дело об ошибшем аксолотле. А, это вот он и есть аксолотл. Аксолотл. Коза, привет.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Made it at last. Madam, would you be so kind as to let your master know?
Oh, sir, it's terrible. A tragedy. The master, he's dead.
Па-па-па-пам. Боже мой.
I say what?
А как это он?
It's true, sir. Oh, the poor master. I found him, sir, just floating there in his tube. Stiff as a board he was. Oh, it was horrible.
Gilfrey dead, but this doesn't make any sense. He was in the prime of his life. The fellow was as strong as an ox.
Oh, a very tiny ox anyway. I say, old chap, I am sorry.
We should take a look just to be certain. Madam, Dr. Frumple here will want to examine the poor fellow.
And if there's even a hint of foul play, you can be certain that Lord Winklebottom will get to the bottom of it.
Oh, my lord, thank God you're here. The master spoke of you often.
Так, ну я понял, можно как-то сохраниться уже,
Tell me,
потому
who
что...
else is in the house?
Well, my lord, there's the start off. That's myself and Ambrose, the butler. The gong over there should summon him. Also Pumphrey, the gardener, though he's been moping around outside of late. Miserable old sod he is. Oh, sorry, my lord.
Anybody else?
Oh, yes, my lord. There are a great many guests here today. The
Ага,
master had a big announcement.
типичная ситуация.
Right, Frumple, we should have a look at poor Gilfrey, then introduce ourselves to the other guests. Thank you, madam, you've been most helpful.
You're welcome, my lord. Have you any luggage with you? I can have Ambrose take it upstairs.
Да, там
for
пара
you.
пустых бутылок и... Бочки... А, нет, бочки уже нету.
Alas,
You
no,
are-
we lost most of our possessions on the journey over here. Our means of conveyance turned out to be a touch unstable.
It was all I could do to keep hold of me tea.
Ну что ж. Можно наружу. Портрет. Лось. Ну, это уже... О, телефон. Позвонить. Как на... Вот. Левый коридор, правый коридор. Хорошо. Столовая, кухня. Комната. Нифига себе тут мест, конечно. Ну ладно. Можем. Пролог прошли. Общий... Этот какого? Представление у нас есть. Завтра начнем расследование.